everyone, Israel Coronado here, and I'm making this late video because I want to make sure that people get educated and get the facts straight. You see, math doesn't lie, math doesn't have an opinion. Para los que hablan español, lo que quiero decirles hoy es algo muy importante y asegurarme que todos entiendan esto, de que la matemática no miente, la matemática no tiene opinión. So, the idea that we are paying consultants from the city of Mercedes and taxpayers' money, and we're utilizing money to pay a consultant, regardless of what that consultant does. The first question that comes to mind is, what is our return for that investment? Así que si estamos pagándole a consejeros por medios de fondos de la ciudad, la primera pregunta que se me ocurre es, ¿qué es lo que estamos recibiendo a cambio? So, let's talk about funding. Let's talk about those consultant fees. I know that there was an image that came out with a check where Mr. Chano Guajardo signs it, as well as Mr. Henry Hinojosa. And they both sign it for consultant fees. Now, it's perfectly acceptable to give out checks, but my question once again is, what are we getting in return? So, as I speak to many people, because the check was cleared for baseball fields and consultation, many people that are involved in the city, they question, we don't get anything for baseball fields. What are we spending that money on? Así que para la gente que habla español, otra vez, voy a hacer los videos ahora con los dos idiomas para que se me entiendan. Pero cuando el señor Guajardo, que es comisionado, y el alcalde, el señor Henry Hinojosa, firman un cheque para servicios de consejería para los parques de béisbol. La gente que trabaja en esos parques o que está involucrada con el béisbol de la ciudad, me dicen, no hay nada que se ha hecho en esos parques. Así que uno tiene que preguntar en qué se está utilizando ese dinero. Y si es para consejería de qué hemos obtenido por ese dinero, porque es mucho dinero, especialmente cuando la ciudad dice que no tiene dinero para ciertas cosas. So, let's talk about another subject. 2 in 1. The expenditures for the amphitheater, as well as the money spent on the city well. Now look, are these things needed? Can these things make profit? That is to be seen. I think that we lack planning. I think that part of the problem that we have in our towns is that the leadership fails to see beyond the problem. Look, is an amphitheater a good thing? Yes, sure. But was it planned out well? I doubt it. Now, they're planning to make concerts. I question, what about the parking lot? The streets are not finished outside, yet we're making a $250,000 amphitheater. Yes, you heard right. It's $250,000. Así que estamos gastando $250,000 para una palapa, básicamente. Y ese $250,000 dicen, bueno, vamos a arreglar las calles, pero para arreglar esas calles, ese estacionamiento, no se requiere $250,000. Yo creo que no estamos haciendo lo correcto como ciudad en la forma que uno compra las cosas. Cuando yo voy y compro algo, yo voy a ir a preguntar por varios precios y voy a negociar para tratar de agarrar el mejor precio. Yo creo que en este instante nuestros comisionados y el alcalde no están haciendo eso. Is there planning? Yo creo que no están planeándolo bien tampoco. And the water well, they say that the claim was made that it's going to produce 20 to 30% water, which equals to revenue. Okay, we'll see how much it is once it gets going. But here's my question. If you know anything about wells, when wells start giving out and they're corroding the components of the well at the bottom, the machinery that pulls the water up, you have to understand that you have to question the quality of that well and how long it will keep producing water before the machines break again because of that salinity and the minerals that come from that water. So are we going to have to spend again another $250,000? Because it was $300,000 that they spent on that well. Sí, se gastaron como $300,000 para hacer un pozo de agua, una noria, para arreglar la noria de la ciudad. Ahora, dicen que sí va a producir dinero simplemente porque va a producir como 20 o 30% del agua que se produce en la ciudad. Está bien, eso puede ser dinero, pero la pregunta ahora viene es ¿qué tanto vamos a gastar para componer de nuevo ese pozo, esa noria? So, you have $250,000 for a glorified palapa, and you have $300,000 for a water well. Ahí ya van arriba de $500,000. $500,000 por una palapa y por una noria. So, this is why voting is so important and getting informed. I don't want you to go vote for one person or another. The first thing I want you to do is get informed. Get informed as to who you're voting for. Why are you voting for these people? So, please ask these questions. And my message to the candidates, the people that are there reading these things, read the budgets. If you're running for something, don't just try to run on popularity or on barbecues or because you're paying off people, which I hope that's not the case. So please do your diligence and tell people, go beyond just voting yourself. You gotta get other people to vote. Get your family members. And I get it, they're tired of this. But it's important because then your streets are broken down for months. And that goes back to lack of planning. And that, I'm sorry, but that goes on Mr. Guajardo. He's been there. He made a statement that, he's going to continue to improving our infrastructure and our streets. But you see the potholes everywhere. You see the broken streets for months, which goes back to lack of planning. When you have all these change orders, that goes back to lack of planning. And it's costly. So, para las personas que hablan español, una vez más, si están cansados de que las calles estén como están, completamente quebradas, rotas por todos lados, y tienen un montón de hoyos por cualquier calle que va, se ven los hoyos. Ahora, aquí falta el que el liderazgo planee bien las cosas. Y por eso es importante no solamente ir a votar, pero invitar a otros a votar. Invita a tu familia, invita a tus hermanos, a tus vecinos. Involucrarse. ¿Cuándo fue la última vez que hablaste con tu vecino? Si lo has hecho, ahora es el momento para llevarlos en junio 8 a ir a votar. ¿Y por qué van a ir a votar? Infórmense, hagan preguntas. Es importante porque si después la excusa que nos da la ciudad es no hay dinero. Nunca hay dinero, pero se gastan $500,000 en cosas que tal vez no son necesarias. Así que por favor involúcrense y vayan y voten y compartan este video con todos sus amigos. Póngalos en su página, en YouTube, y compártanlo por email, compártanlo por texto, por favor. Así que buenas noches y nos vemos. Vayan a votar.